and a ready from Huff. So let's get started with game number 1. Huff looking to sweep Sidnev and take a spot in the wild card in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. There you go, Lombard JL. Perfect. Fun fact, I had a chance to play Huff at a Minnesota tournament, I believe. That's fun. Playing top players is always a blast, even if you know you're gonna lose. Nice to have. You know, just like the opportunity, one could say. Change division on the lower third. Yeah. What do you mean 5B? It's a 1B. So now starting off with a bit of burning here. We'll love a Lombard to solve this dependency. Getting droughted. But gets a nice set of pieces here to bring this down. And we'll be good to go. Is now Tetris ready. I forgot if she already got a Tetris or not. But let's just say this is her second Tetris if she gets the Lombard. And a nice Lombard there from Sidnev, but has a 93,000 point deficit already in these first 30 lines. Huff with the better start here, 163 versus Sidnev's and 92,000 points, and a Tetris for Huff. Yeah, like I mentioned earlier, if you want to help contribute to the prize pool, you can do so with Match Arena. We currently are sitting at $510. Any contribution is greatly appreciated. And all the money will go toward players for the Division 1. Looking for a J piece to solve this dependency on the left side. Lombard could work as well. And he gets that Lombard. Sidnev should change her name to Sidvitz, says Colin. She does like those Vits. And as I say that, Huff sets up a Vits of his own, gets the Vits, and I don't know if he got the Tetris, I wasn't paying attention. But a lot of her Tetris there for Huff at 300,000 points at 62 lines, 254 for Sidnev. So after Sidnev's really not good start there, has been able to catch back up with Huff, only behind by 51,000 points, and Huff now in a bit of a situation where he has to burn, solve that J dependency. And looking for a Lombard for this next Tetris, gets a Lombard for a Tetris. 336 versus 300,000 for Sidnev. Sidnev now with the Lombard dependency, solves the Lombard dependency. It's got to be Tetris ready. And a Tetris for Sidnev, 324. Huff sets up a tuck with a square. Or maybe even like a combination of pieces like a Z and whatever. Forced into a couple of burns, but is now Tetris ready. Sidnev trying to avoid these burns. Forced into some tuck sequences. Gets all the tucks in. And Tetris for Sidnev, 393, only 12,000 points behind Huff. And it's actually only 5 lines ahead as well. So 67% Tetris rate for Sidnev, 76% Tetris rate for Huff. As we are nearing the first transition of the set. Touches there for Huff. 474 versus Sidnev's 463. Huff can actually get a 600k transition with this efficiency, and so can Sidnev, but Sidnev with no burns. if she wants to get the 600k, I think. Or it would be like a 590. Sorry about that, I had to turn off my mic for a second. But Huff, unfortunate hang there with the L piece. Gonna be forced into a couple of burns here. As we are nearing transition, Sidnev can get one more Tetris before the 19 speeds. Still can Huff, but Huff with a pretty messy stack here. Could go dirty. Sidnev will transition with a 582, takes the lead. Of trying to commit to this last Tetris before the 19 speeds. But we'll transition actually behind Sidnev. So Sidnev now with the advantage in pace. 610 versus Huff, 600,000 at 19. Tetris there for Sidnev now with a 50,000 point lead over Huff. But Huff responds with a Tetris of his own. Yeah, we're back and forth with the Tetrises here. Keep in mind there is a 39 line cap with double kill screen play. And let's see if that actually plays into factor. Some uncomfortable pieces here for Sidnev, but manages them very nicely and will be Tetris ready. And a Tetris there for Sidnev. 723 at level 22. Huff at 785, getting dry out a bit here, but gets a llama for a Tetris. 713 at 22. Sidnev ahead by around a level. 10 lines. But has the lead. Very slight, but Huff overtakes it. Sidnev takes it right back with a Tetris. 782 versus Huff's 769. Another Tetris for Sidnev, 814. Goes for the L tuck and a T tuck to clean up her stack, and will be Tetris ready. Tetris there for Sidnev, 844. 860 for Huff. Behind by 14,000 points. We are neck and neck. Huff takes back the lead, but Sidnev takes it right back with that Tetris. 910. At level 25, still ahead by around a level in terms of line count. Huff forced into a couple of burns here, but takes a Tetris. 924. Both players could at the very least 1.1 into the 29 speeds. And they're both very efficient on the 29 play as well, so nothing is definitive yet. Too close to tell what will end up happening here. Sidnev takes a double and a Tetris. One max out here. 1.01 for Sidnev, 1.02 for Huff. Huff needs to sweep Sidnev for a chance at the wild card spot. Cannot lose a single game here. Nice late burn here from Huff. Sidnev with a Lombard dependency on the left side. Solves that Lombard dependency and a J dependency there. Huff getting some uncomfortable pieces here, but gets a Lombard for a Tetris. Will love a L tuck, but doesn't go for the L tuck. Instead opts to maybe go dirty here. Instead of already with a low of 29, 1.1 for Sidnev, 1.14 for Huff. So Huff with the definitive lead as he gets into transition into 29 speeds. Sidnev 1.11, Huff 1.15. And both players are still alive, but Huff with a couple of unfortunate pieces here. Now with the cleanest of stacks. Gets the Z piece all the way to the left side. Sidnev goes for the triple, 1.13. Huff with the 1.16, still has the lead, but not in any position to start scoring Tetrises. Sidnev only 13,000 points behind. Huff trying to set up for this first Tetris into the 29 speeds. Is set up for it. Is Tetris ready? But hangs out a couple of pieces. Tetris there for Huff, 1.2. Sidnev with a 1.16. But Huff in a lot of trouble. Gets that Lombard solved dependency. Hangs at the Lombard on the left side. And this could do it for Huff. This could do it. And we'll top out with a 1.21. So Sidnev 1.21 is the score to beat, but not in any position to score any Tetris here. A very messy stack here for Sidnev. Nice double. This is not a gimme by any means. Nice square piece to the left side, but it misdrops that JL piece and will top out with 1.18. Huff will take game number 1. Build up his... Oh, but misdrop that T. Oh my god. Oh my god. What is happening? What? Did his controller just die? Let's get started with game number 2. Take 2 in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 Tetris, despite the cheated first game. K9 watching Tetris with 3, 2, 1. I did end up throwing the second game, I think. I was playing very aggressive, but it's okay. They can take their cheated victory all they want. Not like regular season matters that much. What is like the top 8 make it to playoffs? Or is it every team makes it to playoffs? Sidnev with a nice T-spin there. It had an S-spin and a T-spin. Did I mention K9 watching Tetris with 3, 2, 1 bits? I forgot. I was talking about something else. I don't know if I did. And if I did, I completely forgot I did. But hey, welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. Made it just in time because not only do we have Sidnev versus Huff, but up next we will be having Dog versus Gerald. So rematch of the last 2 seasons finalists. Then I'm waiting for the Lombard, getting a bit shrouded. Huff with a very interesting stack here, also with the same drought, but gets a Lombard or the Tetris for Sidnev. 231 for Sidnev, 111 for Huff. Huff definitely needs to take every single game he can because he has no more room for error. Needs a sweep to maintain his chances into the wild card. While Sidnev is basically going to be relegated, or not relegated, in the playoff spot for relegation, regardless of the score. So really just playing for Elo and to destroy Huff's dreams, hopes and dreams, because I'm sure he's just anxious. He's just so stressed about this. But anyway, Huff scores a Tetris, 188 for Huff, 323 for Sidnev. Sidnev with a very nice 89% Tetris rate. Yeah, we do a little bit of paced gaming. Dude, JD is too busy working out to play Tetris. Play a nerd's game. Up, still with a 150,000 point deficit. Dude, yeah, JD is jacked, man. He is. It's that tapper arm that he's got. Huff will transition. What? What the hell? Did it happen again? We got a raid from Sidnev. Let's get started with game number 3. Let's hope to God that everything goes okay this time. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. TS, cool. And then with 22,000 points. And yeah, both players with the same, you know, actually sitting with a 1 pushdown point. For anybody wondering, because there is no queue, I kind of gave up on trying to figure out how the queue system works. I don't know, I can't figure it out. But anyway, after Sidnev versus Huff, we'll be having Dog versus Gerald Freeman. So, you know, stay tuned for that. What's happening? What are you doing to that poor classic Tetris bot? Stop overworking it. So I'm waiting for a T piece or something to build up that Tetris well. And she is set up. Waiting for this next Lombard. And a Lombard for a Tetris. So 140 for Sidnev. 140 for Huff. Wait, I think my... Oh, never mind. Reset. I forgot to reset the restream music. Cool. Sweet. Yeah, Sidnev with a 20,000 point lead right now. Huff misdrops that J piece. But nothing too problematic here. Is in the middle of a drought though, so this could be a bit problematic. Oh my god, and now misdrops that J piece again. As I talk about if it could be a little problematic, but nice rolls here from Huff. Still not out of it yet. Gets the Lombard all the way to the left. Now needs a J piece or a Lombard to the left again. Gets that Lombard to the left. And a 30 triple. Sidnev is taking a bigger lead here now. Almost 100,000 points after this next Tetris. And Huff with that clean is going to be Tetris ready. 307 for Sidnev. 212 for Huff. So great survival here from Huff. Tetris for Sidnev, 336, and Huff now at 258. And another Tetris for Sidnev. A little double tuck there on Sidnev's end with the J piece. Gonna be Tetris ready. 82% Tetris rate for Sidnev versus Huff's 57%. But Huff not with a bad game either. Could transition with a potential 550,000 points into the transition with his efficiency on Huff's end. Of course, Sidnev could very much easily get about a 650. Simul Tetris there. It looks like we're in the same... we have the same pieces for both players. Oh, never mind. Then that was playing a little bit high up there, so a little bit faster with the pieces. But gets the Tetris 473 at 93 lines, off 395 at 96 lines. Now we're back and forth here with the Tetrises. Nothing really to talk about right now, because after Huff's digging situation, both players have just been very clean. Minimal burns here. Sidnev was setting up a Vitz, but wasn't getting the right pieces for it. Gets a Vitz. Actually doesn't go for it. Goes for the Tetris first. Now she's going to try to burn this down before the transition. It's still very much en route for a 600k transition at this point. 650, really, with efficient scoring. 646 for Sidnev. Goes for the J-tuck there. Would love a T piece here. Gets a nice Lombard for a Tetris. Might use a combination of pieces to to tuck, but just gonna get a T-piece. Kind of would love another T-piece, or maybe a Z to spin. Getting these long bars at the wrong time for Sidnev, but Huff already at 538, so great ability here from Huff to be able to bring back the momentum after that fairly lengthy dig he had going in the beginning of the 18. But Sidnev is going to transition at 663 after this Tetris. There you go, 663 for Sidnev, 582 for Huff, 606 now. So Sidnev definitely with the advantage on these beginning levels of the 19 speeds. Huff starting off with a couple of burns right now. We'll see if he's going to go dirty or if he's just going to burn this down. He's going to just burn it down, keeping it safe. 730 for Sidnev, 85% Tetris rate versus Huff, 613. There we go, Tetris for Huff. Kenny Peel, thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. Tetris for Huff, 664. Both players at 21. So Sidnev with the definitive advantage into the 21. 157 lines for Sidnev. Still rocking the over 85% Tetris rate. Another Tetris there for Sidnev. Huff waiting for Lombard. Gets the Lombard for a Tetris. 717. And Low Addy, thank you for the follow as well. So, Sidnev kind of misdrops that Z piece. Gonna cost some burns, slowing her down a little bit. For the first time in a while, honestly. But still cleans it up very nicely. It's gonna be Tetris ready. Waiting for Lombard. Gets a Lombard for a Tetris. And now it's gonna be 878 while Huff, Lombard dependent in the center. Gets a Lombard dependency solved, but still needs to burn this down. Get something to the left side. Gets a T piece. That's just how cool we are. We don't need subs. We just give it to other people. Or so that other people get subs. 969% can actually get a max out. Still at 24. And there you go. 24. Never mind. Never mind. Well, it still technically could be a 24 max out. Like 189.999 something. There you go. Max out in 25 for Sidnev. 1.03. Another Tetris there. 1.06 as Huff is just burning and burning right now. Not what he wants to do here. If he wants to take game 3, 30 triple there with the Lombard dependency solve. And Sidnev 1.16 at 27. This could very well be a 1.3 into 29. Huff getting a bunch of Lombards when he can't, when he isn't Tetris ready yet. So very unfortunate there. 339,000 points behind Sidnev, who's at 1.26. One more Tetris and change should give her the 1.3 at 29. And she is Tetris ready. Waiting for this last Lombard. Get a couple of skims there, keeping it safe. Getting droughted, of course. But there you go, 1.3 into the 29 for Sidnev. And another Tetris for good measure, 1.34. Huff will transition with a max out, 342,000 points behind Sidnev. Tetris there for Huff, though, 1.04. But Sidnev gonna go aggressive. Is Tetris ready? And a Tetris there for Sidnev, 1.38. Can we see a potential rollover on Sidnev's end? Huff with forced into a triple. But Sidnev in a bit of trouble here. With flat burns, would love an L piece or a Lombard. Gets a Lombard, solve the dependency. Now would love another J piece here. But uses a Lombard instead. Kind of misdropped a couple of pieces here, but is still alive. Needs a Lombard to the right. Is actually dirty Tetris ready. She's dirty Tetris ready, but isn't getting Lombard time. So couldn't get that Tetris and might top out here. And will top out with 1.41. So tough. 1.4 is the score to beat. He scores at Tetris 1.5, but that drops that L piece. Is going to cost some burns, but this is within striking distance. He can't line this out by any means. Needs consistent and efficient kill screen play and misdrops a bunch of pieces. So he will top out with a 1.16. Sidnev with a 1.4. We'll take game 3. Countdown for the game 4. Who will take this? Will Sidnev get her first win of the division? In the season, I mean. Or will Huff force a decider in 3, 2, 1. Tetris! Go L and S. For those of you just tuning in and would love to help contribute to the prize pool for our Division 1 players, aka the players that are playing right now, you can head on over to Matcherino and help contribute with sponsor quests or donations, or any bit is appreciated greatly. Players with a perfect start here. 4 Tetrises is perfect for both. Huff scoring 5th. But now gonna take his first burn. Trying to avoid the Lombard dependency. Nice adjustment there with the T-piece. Split second adjustment there to accommodate the J. 6 spots left for Dan V. Weller sub to get probably one of the best emotes on Twitch. So there you go. If anybody wants some good old bear point, just I don't know, I guess say I want one. And I will hit you up. Look at this dude. Not even. Look at these dudes that don't even have bear pointer. Also don't have it. Hey, Kafka's cat. Come on in. Low Addy saying, level 18 looks so slow after looking at 29 speeds. Yeah, it tends to happen a lot. Did I miss dropping that T-piece? You know, sometimes it's kind of funny because sometimes players get so bored of 18 that they start playing worse because they don't really focus. Kind of, you know, kind of waiting for the 19 and 29. But we do have a Tetris from Huff. 329, Sidnev was able to clean up her stack after that unfortunate misdrop. And did it pretty efficiently too, so they didn't really lose much pace here. She is behind by only a Tetris, and she's also behind in line, so nothing really significant. These two players are neck and neck. Huff with a bit of a spire on the left side with all these S pieces that have been spawning here. They're going kind of aggressive. Well, there you go. You learn something new every day. And learning is half the battle. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. Both players experiencing the same drought. Then with a T-spin setup, gets a T-spin, and we'll get that dirty Tetris. 437 for Sidnev. Huff with this aggressive stacking. Forced into a Lombard dependency on the left side. Do CTWC players play modern Tetris? I'm sure some do. Like, you know, players that play Grandmaster. Ooh, Huff kind of misdropping that Z piece. Gonna cost some significant amount of efficiency, which Sidnev can capitalize in her favor. Take back the lead. And she is doing just that now. With a 40,000 point lead. 499 for Sidnev, 460 for Huff. It looks like Huff will look to get this last Tetris to get a 500k transition into the 19, but he's kind of not getting the best pieces here. He's finally able to build up his left side. He's getting a bit shrouded though, so he's gonna be forced into a double into the 19. 489 versus Sidnev's 526. Sidnev is set up for a dirty Tetris though. Into the 19, but goes for the triple. I'm going too crazy here with the aggression. Sidnev going dirty right now. And a dirty Tetris there from Sidnev, 558. Huff has the lead, but Sidnev takes it right back. Oh, but as I say that, Huff dead drops that Lombard. Couldn't flip it in time. So this is going to cost some burns. And this is not the easiest thing to burn out if he doesn't get the right pieces. Nice T there to uncover that gap there. Huff is Tetris ready on the right side. Needs a Lombard, getting droughted. Going for the triple. Keeping it safe, and another triple. Trying to avoid the early top out. Things were getting a little bit scary here from Huff. Scores at Tetris 624. Sidnev still has the lead. Is Tetris ready? And a Tetris there from Huff, 653, takes the lead, and another Tetris, but he is ahead by over a level in line. So Sidnev with the pace advantage. 61% Tetris rate for Sidnev, 55% Tetris rate for Huff. And Huff scores another Tetris, trying to take back the lead. But Sidnev is going to take it right back once she gets this next Tetris. And she is going to get that Tetris, taking back the lead. But Huff is going to work to take it back. Isn't getting the right pieces though. Forced into a double. Sidnev scores a Tetris, now 56,000 points ahead. Huff opens up his right well. Is Tetris ready? Waiting for the Lombard. Getting droughted now. Getting square bursted at the wrong time. But they get the Lombard for a Tetris, but now has to get another Tetris. Has to burn now after that Tetris. Would love something to burn this down. Kind of, I don't know if there was indecision. It did cause a misdrop on the J piece for Huff, while Sidnev is almost taking a 70,000 point lead. As we are nearing the second transition. Welcome, dog. Who knows? Maybe one day you could be like a world champion or something. Keep believing. Anything can happen. Sidnev scores the Tetris into the max out at level 27. Huff gonna have to do some efficient kill screen play to take this game, and just getting inspired right now. Is Lombard dependent, scores a dirty Tetris into the 29. And now a triple, 80,000 points behind still, while Sidnev is still at 28. Looking set up. Actually, she's just going to burn into the 29 speed, so 1.02 for Sidnev. 940,000 points for Huff. Huff waiting for this Lombard. Gets a Lombard for a Tetris. 970 for Huff. 1.02 for Sidnev. Huff Lombard dependent on the right side. Gets a Lombard. Dependency solved. And a nice couple of burns here for Huff to clean this out. Now we'll level J or an L. Gets the J piece. Trying to get Tetris ready here. He is Tetris ready. Where's the Lombard for Huff? Trying to take back the lead as quickly as possible, but not getting the right pieces. Oh my god, T-piece all the way to the left side. He's Tetris ready, and a Tetris for Huff. 1.03, Sidnev with a 1.05 at level 21. There is a line cap, so level 39 is a line cap. Tetris there for Huff. 1.08, 1.09 for Sidnev. Huff is Tetris ready once again, and we'll take the lead. But Sidnev's gonna take the Tetris first before Huff can take the lead, so Huff is still behind. He is Tetris ready. No, he's not. Hold on. Trying to get Tetris ready here. Waiting for right pieces. Looking for the Lombard. He could get dirty Tetris ready, but just gonna be a triple now. Didn't get the right pieces for it. But Sidnev might top out here. Huff, one more Tetris should do it. One more Tetris should do it. One more Tetris, and he will get that Tetris. 1.18. Huff will get the game 4 victory, and we've got ourselves a decider. And a ready from Huff. So let's get started with this decider. Game number 5. Can Huff take the victory and maintain his chances into the wild card in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Read the chat a little bit. Sorbet Banana, first time chatter, saying wow. Welcome on in. Of course, real golden one. Let's go Sidnev, the GOAT. The GOAT! The GOAT! Welcome on in. Hope you're all doing well for this, as you are tuning into this decider between these two great players of setting up a Vits beginning. A bit of a drought is forming here from Huff's end, which Sidnev will follow suit. Getting a bit high up there, but gets a lot more for Tetris. 117 for Sidnev and 120 for Huff. NES Tetris is my first and only Tetris. Honestly, same. I can't handle more Tetris. Like this is about as much as I'm willing to do. I mean, good on you if you play both versions. Just I don't. Like, I already get burnt out enough with classic Tetris. Sidnev in a bit of trouble here. Gets a lumber for Tetris, so she's gonna be fine. Is double J dependent. Solves one J dependency with a long bar. Max VL saying can't decide who to root for. Two great players. I in fact agree. And then once again with the J dependency on column 3, solves it with a long bar. Couldn't utilize it for a Tetris unfortunately, but she's gonna be clean and Tetris ready for the next long bar, and we'll get that long bar for a Tetris. Back saying I'm rooting for Team T-Spin. So whoever does the most T-Spins, I guess, the person they will root for. Sidnev is behind by 40,000 points, 71 lines. Huff 333, Sidnev 292. Bit of a drought is forming for Huff, which means Sidnev will get that drought momentarily. There it is. 25 piece for Huff. And it's going up to 30, and we're still counting here. Finally gets the Lombard, 34 piece drought. So Sidnev will get the Lombard right now, and a Tetris stem from Sidnev 342. And another Tetris for Huff. Wait, I haven't been paying attention to CTWC. Did he sign up this year? He as in Eric. Well, if you're referring to 2022, he did play. If you're talking about this year, we haven't had a CTWC yet this year. Up with a bunch of misdrops right now, so it is going to cost efficiency. I wouldn't call it dangerous yet, but this is going to give Sidnev the opportunity to take back the lead. Yeah, just Huff getting some really uncomfortable pieces right now, as we are slowly but surely nearing the 19 speeds. 18 lines to go for Huff. And still burning, trying to avoid that Lombard dependency. And it did pay out for him. But it's starting to run out of time here. 9 lines to go. Nice double there from Huff to clean this out as much as possible. Has 3 lines to go. Oh, Sidnev in a bit of trouble as well. Can this be a race to see who will clean out of their dig first? Sidnev actually cleans out of a situation first. Huff still burning here. Takes a single. Sidnev transitions at 501. Huff still burning at 484. A nice survival here from Huff. Would love a J piece, but nice combination of a Z and a Lombard to accommodate that Lombard, to accommodate that dependency, and we'll get the Lombard for Tetris. 519 for Huff, 532 for Sidnev. So we are off and running in the final 19 transition of the set for these two players. Who will take it? This is pretty neck and neck. Sidnev does have the advantage by a little bit over a Tetris. She is also ahead in pace, behind in lines. Sidnev, Tetris ready, waiting for this next Lombard. Gets the Lombard for a Tetris. 591 tough. 578 at level 22, 167 lines. Getting droughted here, but still Tetris ready. And gets a Lombard for a Tetris. 614 at level 23. Sidnev still at level 21. So, waiting for this Lombard, Sidnev getting droughted. Same drought that Huff just experienced a few moments ago, but couldn't utilize that Lombard for a Tetris, so it is going to cost some burns. Sidnev gets that Lombard for a Tetris, and gonna set up for another one. Gonna get another Lombard for a Tetris. 659 for Sidnev, 702 for Huff, taking the lead, but it's still ahead in lines. So 732 for Huff. Sidnev now into the 24 speeds, not 24 speeds, into level 24. Getting that Lombard all the way to the left side. Is Tetris ready with a clean stack. And a Tetris for Sidnev. Nice J-tuck there. Forced into a Lombard dependency is Sidnev. Didn't get the Lombard in time, so has to create a hole in her stack. But opens it right back up and is Tetris ready. But Huff is now 100,000 points in the lead. This Tetris rate indicating the percentage of line clears that are Tetrises. That's exactly right. Tetris for Huff, 897. Sidnev, 800,000 points at level 26. So Huff still ahead. But he's also ahead in line. So the lead is not as big as it may seem. But Sidnev couldn't use that Lombard for Tetris either. Might set up dirty. She's setting up dirty. But didn't get the Lombard in time. Can she dig this out? Oh my god, gets the TPs all the way to the left side. Needs a Lombard. Forced into a burn, but she is still kicking. This is not over yet. She's Tetris ready, and a Tetris there from Sidnev. 851 is Tetris ready. Can set up 2 more Tetris before 29 speeds. Huff already at 29 with a maxed out 1.075. Sidnev is burning into the 29 speeds, and she is behind by almost 200,000 points. Waiting for this next Lombard, something to burn this down. Gets the Lombard all the way to the left side. Trying to look for a flat burn here. Where's the Lombard here for Sidnev? Gets a dirty triple, but that's going to do it. And Huff will take the decider. And a nice 5 points to keep his chances into the wild card alive. GG's. Let's see him play it out. But don't leave just yet, because right after this match, we have Dog versus Gerald Freeman, the two-time world champion and also former CTL champion Dog, going up against the current CTL champ, Gerald Freeman. Look at this dig from Huff right now. Final score will be a nice 1.26. Doing 8-minute breaks, I need like 6 minutes. No worries, I'm tired. Get a break from commentating for a second. Alright, shut up, music. We don't need you anymore. Whoops. Let me do a quick report here. 3 versus 2. So here are what the standings are looking like. Let me refresh real quick. Then we'll take a look at the standing for Division 1B. Huff will end the season with 25 points. 4th place is gonna be hoping for Andy to lose both of his remaining sets against Dog and Gerald later on in the weekend for him to make it into the wild card. Sidnev ends her season with 4 points, an 0-6 match record, and we will be in the relegation playoffs against whoever is in Division 2B. Bro, do not drink mochas. I just drank one 5 hours ago and I still feel nauseous. Gross. For those of you that want to take a look at that, feel free. We're back. Thank you for the follow. Gerald already sent me the cam. Thank you very much.